name is Israel Silva, assistant wrestling coach at South Dakota State University. I was born in Mexico, then moved to Southern California, lived there for about 12 years. Then I moved to the Pacific Northwest, just north of Seattle. That's when I started wrestling, I think 7th grade. And then I've been wrestling full-time for, I don't know how many years is that, close to 20 years. I have a wife, Jessica. We've been married for 7 years. We have 3 boys. Izzy Silva is the oldest one, 9 years old. And we have twin boys, Tiago and Talis, that just turned 4. I went to junior college at North Idaho College in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I was a 2-time All-American there. We had won the national team title there. Then I went to wrestle for Terry Brands at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. Chattanooga, I was a national qualifier, and I ended up winning the university national title for freestyle while I was there. I wrestled for the U.S. or in the U.S. circuit until 2008, and then I was approached by Mexico. They knew that I was of Mexican descent, or I was born there, and was offered a contract. So in 2008 I switched over, and I was a 4-time world team member for Mexico and was an Olympic alternate in 2012. I was at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga with Coach Bono. His first year as a head coach, I was his assistant, and I was there for 3 years. Him and I were the only 2 on staff, so we had to do everything. We drove vans 10 hours for road trips, and we'd drive through the night, and we didn't have anybody else. So him and I worked really well together, and fought tooth and nail for everything we had, and we won 3 conference titles. We're undefeated in dual meets, and we, every year we had at least 7-8 guys qualify for the national tournament. And then after that, I went to Oregon State University. I was at the Northwest Regional Training Center, and I was on support staff there, and was there for 3 years as well. I went to Oregon State University. I wanted to focus more on my international career, and they had a good international training center there, the Northwest Regional Training Center. I had full-time coaches and great workout partners. I was there for 3 years. I kept in touch with Coach Bono. We'd call each other every other week or weekly and just check in on each other when he was at Iowa State. And then when he went on to sell medical equipment, we still kept in touch pretty frequently. Well, I noticed South Dakota State was serious about wrestling when I came and interviewed and talked to Justin Sell and Leon Costello. And these guys are passionate about wrestling, and they know that the Midwest is king for wrestling in the country. So they know South Dakota State can produce a winner. So initially on my interview process, that's when I knew that, South Dakota State was committed to winning. And I'm not necessarily the upper weights coach. We work with, whichever kids we kind of relate to a little bit or are drawn to us individually. I do work with, 84, 97 heavyweights because I can work out with them and lift weights with them and do things like that. But I do a lot of the fundraising. We come up with we all work together, but I'm in charge of the golf outing and camps, so I do a lot of the fundraising. And as far as my role, we kind of all do everything together. Not one particular person does one thing. If I'm in charge of something, I let Coach Bono and Coach Sorensen know what kind of help I need, and we all work together. We had a good, strong core of guys that made it through that first year we were here. They bought into what we believed in academically and athletically. We had about 14 of them stay here all summer. We found them jobs around the community and on campus. So their work was flexible with the training. We lift 3 days a week at 6 in the morning. They went to work, worked 8 hours, and then 4 o'clock came around, they got off work, and all of them came into open room and worked on their skills to get better. And you'll see that work and that dedication they had through the year is going to make a big difference for them this year. With our red shirts and with our team, I'm not looking at any number of wins and losses, whatever. I just want our team to compete, day in, day out in the practice room, and when we step on the mat against another team or we go to tournaments. I just want our guys to compete and put the hard work that they've done in training to use. We're going to have these guys well prepared. It's up to them to go out there and get the job done. So I just want our guys to go out there and compete. Get jacked!